presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Al in Tampa. Hey, Al, what's going on?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, if your listeners don't get the gold report, they're missing out. I mean, with your gold report, you just printing money. I love it.
You're my best ad out there, Al. Let's go to Jeff in New Jersey. Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
Great. Hey, listen, I was calling to thank you. A few weeks ago, you were prompting on your show to fill out that $10,000 grant.
Yes.
So I filled it out, and just a couple days ago, I found $1,000 in my business checking account.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
And I owe it to you, because if it wasn't for your prompting, I would have just assumed, no way I would have gotten anything. So I wanted to thank you.
No, we appreciate you growling a problem with us here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great week, folks. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 46, NASDAQ down 1, S&P's up 6.5, gold contract up $14.30, trading $18.33 an ounce. You got silver up 9 cents, $24.18 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 70 cents, $45.25 a barrel, notes and bonds. The 10-year's flat, 137.14. The 30-year is down 17 at 172.14 in King Dollar. King Dollar's down 210 ticks, trading 91.103. The euro is at 121 rather. The yen is at 104.5, and the British pound's at 133 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, we go take a look at the SPY. The volume out here today is pretty anemic, and we're at highs. Bottom line, you've only done 30 million shares inside the SPY. Yesterday, you hit another high out here. We did this 74 million, which, by the way, is still light volume. It is what it is, man. You're up here, but there's no buyers, nor there is any sellers. But, we'll see where this shakes out. NDX 100. So coming into the close again, as we did yesterday, coming into the close is going to get really intriguing here with the Qs, because the number to keep your eye on the Qs is the 303.50 mark. Now, we're way over that right now. We're at 304.06. But bottom line, you did get a failure out here yesterday on price and volume. We'll see how this shakes out today. You're not going to get volume, that's for sure. You only get 18 million shares. Yesterday we did 27 million. You're going into the high that was generated out here in September, which was the 50 million, and 50 million itself is light volume. So we'll see where it shakes out in the next 60 minutes. Gold contract out here continued higher. You get a little juice inside the contract. You're up $14.50. Bottom line, this thing wants higher price. I suspect the first time we're going to get some flack inside the gold market is about 1884, folks. What 1884 is, that's when it's going to be trying to get back inside its higher range. Now, silver is already inside the higher range, which is pretty impressive. That silver did not basically get smoked like gold did also. Bottom line, silver 74,000 contracts. Silver saying, hey, man, I want to go to $30. So it's a big number. Notes and bonds. Let's go take a look at this note and bond market. So what we've had here, yesterday you had the 10 as well as the 30, thunder all the way down in a, fast with conviction. That's the bottom line. You had the wide price spread. You had volume behind the move. That being said, what we have out here inside the 10-year right now is you have a rejection of lower price, with lighter volume. We've done 1.3 million contracts out here today. Yesterday you did 2.1. And what I've found is this, folks. This is what's really intriguing. I went bearish bonds the last time this thing came down here for all of about 24 hours. And then I just looked at this setup and, the bottom line, I just flipped right around again. And I've been bullish these things for, 5 or 6 years now. What I've seen is this. We just had future rollover. And it seems that's when you get high volatility. That's when those things go south really quick. And then, bang, they just flip right around. We'll see if that is going to be the case this time. But that certainly is how it has been set up. We just took a look at the USH. The 10. We go over to the 30. We take a look at the 30 right now. What we have with the 30 is that I don't believe that's a rejected lower price yet. Let me see. 172.36. No. So the 30 is still down there. The 30 is basically, trying to get into this low of November 9th. That was the monster day down. Now the 30 also is contracting with volume, though. Yesterday we did, let's see. You did 463,000. Right now you're at 366. So we're not going to do those numbers. King dollar. King dollar's in our ABC structure on the way down. 88 is the price projection out here right now. You're down 208 ticks. You're at 91,105. And the break is about 500 ticks higher. The break was 91,746. If you go over to the euro, we take a look at the euro. What you are going to see inside the euro is this thing breaking topside. There we go. And the euro and the pound has a long way to go, folks, topside. So this is going to be pretty wild watching this shake out. Yeah, you get a decisive break. The break on the euro is the 120 area. We're at 121 right now. When you take a look at this and you pull this back, what you're going to see out here is that your next stop here is the 125. But my take is that we're actually going to go up to this 130 level. That's how this is shaking out. When you actually take a trend line and we set this up with a trend line, you get a lot higher prices, man. This is a classic, as I said yesterday. You break with conviction, you come back to the trend line, and on a longer basis, that's saying the euro is going to 149, and we are at 120. So if you're going to go on vacation, folks, and you're going to be in Europe in the next couple of years, I suggest that whatever kind of money you think you're going to spend, take your dollar, change it into euros. Doesn't matter whether a year or 2 years from now, because I suspect, bottom line, that dollar is going to be worth less money. The euro is going to be worth more money, and if it does go to 149, that would be quite a savings. British pound also. British pound is laying right underneath its highs. What I do expect we're going to see is that baby does want to break higher. The yen, different ball game. The yen right now, if we could ever get the yen going with us inside the gold market too, it would be pretty phenomenal. Right now, though, what the yen is doing, let me get this baby up. There she is. What the yen is doing is that's hovering. It's trying to get a little bit weaker. It hasn't done it yet. The yen would have to get over and close over 104.76. But we're right below it. We're only at 104.52. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 53, Nasdaq's down 13, S&Ps are up 5. Let's go inside the NDX and take a look at the strength versus the weakness. So strength out here today is Pinduoduo, that's a Chinese company, it's up 5%. You get Walgreens Boots up 3.5, Micron Tech's up 3. Taken away from it, INCY is down 3.8. You get Tesla off 3.2. T-Mobile, Trip.com is down 3, and you get O'Reilly Automotive down 2.5. Let's stay right with all. I want to look at this for a second. So O'Reilly's coming out with numbers. They must have just come out. 1 second. That's on the February 5th. Oh, I see what's going on here. You got the chairman selling stock. 20,000 shares. Let me see how much he owns here. PHTC. Okay, so... Well, I can't pull that up quick enough. Let's see. Buyers versus sellers in automotive. Oh, that's interesting. So you got, I just pulled this up, is that, yeah, you might have the chairman selling, but you had Fidelity. So check this out. Fidelity came in yesterday and bought 545,000 shares. It's almost double their position. Taken away from it. Oh, there he is right there. I see. Okay. Yeah, so he is selling, man. Actually, he sold 20% of his position, 169,000. David E. O'Reilly. That's not great, man, when that happens. Uber. Let's go take a look at this. Now, you know, bottom line is that this is pretty amazing what Uber is doing out here. You get an ABC structure on the way up in Uber, folks, and this is a clean one. So what you have is this. You go back, you know, just a month ago, Uber's trading at 32. You're at 52. Well, this is blowing away at swing high today with volume. So you get a big ABC up. You know, 52 is your top of it. The bottom of it is 32. It's like, okay, you get 30 points. 30 points gets you in Uber $78. So this is quite a move, man. And we'll see. Let me just look at this. So Uber, next, they are coming out February 5th also. It's an all-time high today for the year. They're going to be looking to do $3.3 billion. Still losing money, but the bottom line is that the market likes it, man. They're going to do $3.3 billion, lose 50 cents. And they're looking, even when they're doing $4.8 billion, $16 billion next year, they're still going to be losing money. That being said, they are growing. Now, see, this is what's pretty cool here. So check this out. This is unusual when you see this. Uber is growing across the world at the 50% level. The United States, 54%. All other countries, 53%. Brazil, 57%. That's a big numbers, man. So, hey, we'll find out. Let me just see what is driving this thing today, man. Okay, Uber's in advanced talks to sell air taxi unit. Well, I guess they're not going to get in the air taxi unit just yet. But that is a big move, no doubt. Now, let's go take a look at Boeing, because I was pulling some of these up. Now, Boeing's not going to be an ABC up, but that's also up $11.20. That's going after a B point, but that B point has 65 million shares. Right now, only 21 million. We put this on let's put it on a weekly. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, this still has a lot of work to do. This is going to get a lot of flack at that 234. Right now, at 224. It had good juice up to 223. Some of the higher volume equities, and this will be a low volume market out here today. That's what it looks like. You got Pelletier, that's down 320. That's trading at $22. You get Slack off $1. That's going to get taken out. American Airlines is up 51 cents. Modera is up $2, 143. That thing got absolutely smoked yesterday. Tesla's down $16. That's nothing for Tesla. That's really a sideways move out here today. Workhorse, this one's interesting, man. Workhorse Group, now that's down 20%. Let's see what this thing is doing. I've never saw this stock before, too. Okay, so Workhorse Group, let's see what this is. They design, build battery electric vehicles and aircraft. The company develops real-time performance monitoring systems, including cargo vans. Okay, so look at this. The low is $1.30 for the year. The high is $30. Okay, so they're just getting going. This is a startup. Yeah, and they're selling that down. Some of these companies, man. Okay, so this plummeted after the United States Post Office Service delayed their contract. Evidently, okay, the U.S. Postal Service is going to take longer to decide what firm or firms will supply vehicles to replace its white right-hand drive delivery trucks. Stock and Workhouse, the only contract bidder offering an all-electric option, is plunging in a pre-market trading. So, yeah, you lose a big contract like that when you are just starting out. That, no doubt, is a monster number. Big numbers here. Inside the Dow, well, if we go inside the Dow, I believe Boeing's the gainer and Salesforce is the loser, yeah. So Boeing's putting 70 positive points in, United Health 44, Goldman 34. Taken away from it, Salesforce the big one, 139 negative points, McDonald's 40. If we go into Salesforce, what you're going to see with Salesforce, folks, the bottom line, they came out with numbers last night. They're going to buy Slack. Salesforce came down and filled the gap. There's a monster gap that's down there. The top of that gap was 218.38. You go to 215.67, and bottom line, you bounce off that thing. What tends to happen, folks, when you basically, number one, you've come down, from high prices, 284. You're going to have to build some cause here. It did, I suspect, what it wanted to do, meaning basically fill that gap up. And now it's going to be, you're going to get back and forth action, and that's what building cause is all about. And you'll be able to get a good understanding how, number one, that gaps basically are pretty good support. They're particularly good support when you've come down so dramatically. So Salesforce came out. They did $5.4 billion. They put $1.74 to the bottom line. Next quarter, they're looking to do 5.7, and they're looking to put less to the bottom line, 0.77. But we'll see how that whole thing shakes out. The XAU, the HUI, inside the gold market, they both continue higher. You get. Let's just see. We want to see this volume yesterday because it's always late. Okay, so the XAU, they had good volume. That bottom line, you had 37 million in the XAU yesterday. And what happens in both of those indices, folks, you don't get the volume until about 8 o'clock at night. And the gold bugs index, the HUI, we came in, yeah, it's not bad, 26 million. We're going against 25 million. So I do want to see that pop up a bit. But bottom line, they both have a start. That's the real bottom line here. Dow Industrials right now are trading up 35. NASDAQ is down 14. S&Ps are up 3.5. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 48. You get the NASDAQ down 20. S&Ps up 4.5. And rates. So watch this, folks. This is pretty cool. So if we go take a look at the 10-year right now, the 10-year is trading out at 0.94 of 1%. Now, mortgages are predicated on the 10-year, but what's also predicated on the 10-year, which we've found out in the last, 8 or 9 months in a big way, it's supply versus demand. And that's where, volume comes in at all times, right? And what has happened is this, is that we've had, so let's bring this 10-year up again. So I bring the 10-year up, and you can see the last 3 months, the low is 0.63, the high is 0.75, right? Now watch this. I'm going to bring this back If you're watching Tiger TV, I bring it back 6 months. Well, we bring it back 6 months, and you're going to see that the low is half of 1%, 0.50. The high is 0.97. That being said, the reason I'm bringing this up is that what has happened is that the mortgages, however, are at some of the lowest prices they have been right now, this week. And it has to do with the amount that are basically getting new mortgages, how much the mortgage market itself, the companies in it, can take in. And evidently they can take in quite a bit right now, because right now you have the average, which is pretty amazing, at 2.72, okay, which is a record low. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, so watch what ends up happening. If you are and this is pretty amazing what's going on, because it's going to be wild as to what happens in the future on this. So if you're a mortgage investor, you are losing your shirt right now, and this is why. Because what ends up happening is that as you and I refinance, those mortgages that we had get paid off. As those mortgages get paid off, the business in general, folks, normally most folks stay in their house about 7.5 years. That's kind of the 7 to 9 years. That's the average. So what ends up happening is that you get investors that paid more money, and then all of a sudden you get a refinancing that's taking place and they're paying them off. Now listen to these numbers. These numbers are amazing. From last year to this year, the amount of mortgages that got paid off in the Fannie Mae Freddie Mac world is 117% higher year to date. That is the fastest payoffs since 2004. Pretty amazing. So the 30 years in the Ginnie Maes have increased 52% over the same time frame. So you are talking big numbers here, man. And the real, I guess the real kicker on this is going to be as we go into the future. You know, imagine you get a mortgage at 2.75%. That would seem hard in the future to have a 1.75, right? You know, it just seems that that's going to be the way. We'll find out if that's going to be the way, but that's where it seems to be shaking out. Markets out here today, folks, once again, you know, we go from one news item to another news item. Bottom line is that now you have the Democrats as well as the Republicans basically yapping out here that they think that they're going to try to have some kind of stimulus deal done by this weekend. That's what's shaking out here. Okay, you get House and Senate leaders are striving to get a deal on the pandemic package done by the weekend so they can vote in the middle of next week. This is House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer saying, but as he's saying that, McConnell is basically the Maryland Democrat has talked to Senate Leader McConnell on Monday, and they agreed it would be optimal if we could get the agreement by this weekend. He acknowledged, this is Hoyer, that the timetable is optimistic, but said the recent flurry of proposals on a compromise offer positive steps going forward for the long-stalled negotiations. We'll see how that shakes out. You know, you had a bipartisan pitch that come out here, and it looked like they had put that down the table in a second. The bipartisan pitch, Republican and Democrat senators came out with a $908 billion compromise package. But bottom line is that really hasn't got any traction. So we'll see where this baby shakes out. I don't have a lot of faith in a package at this particular point, but the markets do. That's the real bottom line, because you can see the way the markets are. The markets are stalled. You know, people are just saying, okay, hey, you know, is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? You know, we'll find out. We take a look at the small caps. Small caps are still laying at their highs. Small caps had just an extraordinary run. There's no two ways about this. We take this and watch this. We put this on a monthly, and you don't see these bars too often on the way up. You see them on the way down, folks, okay? But you can see that bar that we did last month. Last month, the IWM went from 153 to 185 in 1 month. Not only caught up with the other indices. It finally blew away the high that was generated out here in July of 2018, which was pretty impressive. Oil. So we got oil numbers out this morning. Bottom line is that you had a smaller draw than the market was thinking. But guess what? The oil market shook it right off. The oil market went down to 43.92. It's at 45.21 right now. And let me bring up the continuous contract. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, so this thing's trying to bust into this, $50 area. That's where this is shaking out. Now, this is, if you want to understand ICE, we're right at ICE. This is a pretty heavy place that we actually are right now. Now, we've been here for 2 weeks. The way this normally works is this, folks. The longer that you can stay at this level and pushing against this level, the higher probability is that you can break it. It has quite a bit of work to do to break it, but we'll see how that shakes out. Let's go over to ExxonMobil and take a look at ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil right now trading $40. Now, when are they coming out? Okay, they're coming out February 2nd. That means they already come out, right? Yeah, they're going to have a monster write-down, folks. They're looking at about they've already set up the market for this. They're looking for like a $20 billion write-down on assets that they bought at highs in the market. This stock is still a mess. You got a bounce going. There's no doubt about that. But you haven't taken out a swing point. This thing hasn't done anything just yet, except paying a nice dividend. 8.7%, even at this particular point, which is at $40. It's pretty wild, though, when you think that, even you get a large integrated company like Exxon, who's always been a great company. Guess what? They made a huge mistake buying assets at highs. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials right now up 52. NASDAQ down 20. S&P's up 3. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 62. You get the NASDAQ down 9. S&Ps are up 5.5. And bottom line is that you're running around here with a sideways market. Let's go take a look at where we are volume-wise inside the NYSE right now. You're at 632, so that should do like 900 million. The composite is at 4.4. That'll do about 5. And what has happened with the composite, folks, the volumes have exploded inside the composite. You can see if you're watching my screen here, you know, this week we did 7.6 billion on Monday, 6.4 yesterday, you know, so bottom line is that we'll see what that's all about. But there's certainly huge liquidity that is actually going on inside of this marketplace. My take it is distribution, that they're just throwing this stuff out, getting the bread coming in the other way. We go take a look at Apple. Apple right now caught a bid the last couple days, stalling right here. You have 25 cents. You're going after the swing point. Now, the swing point that Apple's going after, folks, is the 125.39. More than likely, it will get there. You know, it has volume up at that level, and what had stopped Apple as it got up into that level was the downdraft off its highs. The downdraft off its highs had 257 million shares as well as 332, and you're talking about 262. So more than likely, whoever the seller is at those highs, bottom line, they slam right into it, and they'll give them as much stock as they want to be buying at that particular point. That's how it looks to me. If we go take a look at the Google out here, higher high, up 29 bucks. Volume is dying, but the bottom line, Google has been one of the strongest stocks out here after it was stalled out for a while. Microsoft still is not getting any traction. Microsoft's down $1.22, trading $2.14. Very light volume, and it actually is trying to push higher. So in Microsoft's case, Microsoft looks to me wants to go to the bottom of this consolidation, and the bottom of that consolidation of Microsoft is trading out at that 196. 196 level is that baby. And Facebook. We go over to Facebook. We take a look at Facebook. Facebook up 77 cents. You get an inside day there. What we're going to see, let's do Twitter, TWTR. So Twitter's trying to get up and fill a gap, from the gap down. These, high-powered social stocks, folks, are going to have some big problems. Well, the problems are already starting. The bottom line is that all these suits that are going to be taking place, the government coming after them, it's going to last for years. The real question is going to be how many lobbyists that they can get on their side in order to basically bring some of these down. I think they're going to have a tough time, and that doesn't matter who's in power, folks, because the bottom line is that when you take a look at these, the bottom line is that they duopolies, truopolies, all of the above. And the more that folks actually do get to understand how powerful they are, I suspect something's going to be done. You can tell by the aspect of how powerful they still are, actually, that, the Section 230 that covers them from not getting sued. They're still very powerful, folks, because picture this. You have the Justice Department going after them for basically being monopolies, all of the above. That being said, you get a defense bill that's out there that inside of that defense bill, the Republicans as well as the Democrats are basically protecting them again. So the bottom line is that one part of the administration might be saying they're going after them, but guess what? They're getting paid off enough by the lobbyists that are out there that they're still protected. Because if that goes away, that would be a very large deal. And what is unusual in this particular case, normally you have the Republicans on a continual basis that they want to make sure that companies are not getting sued. In this case, they're both on the same page. The Republicans want to throw them out. The Democrats want to throw them out. I think everyone wants to throw them out. That's the real bottom line. So, we'll see when it starts hitting the stock, because they're so powerful and the amount of money they take in and advertising is so amazing. I mean, look at this number, man. If you go over to Facebook, you're talking about they're going to do $104 billion next year. We only have 52 weeks, so they're going to be doing $2 billion a week, right? We go over to Google. Google's at an all-time high today. Google's going to do $179 billion, okay? So in Google's case, it's what, $3.2 billion a week they're doing, and they're still growing by 22%. So it's going to be hard to slow these guys down. That's the real bottom line, because you got to remember something. What do you have? 435 representatives. You have 52 senators, right? No, 100. Yeah, you get 102 senators. It doesn't take much to basically make sure that when they're all getting elected, you're pushing money into them, and that's where this thing is going, no doubt. 877-927-6648. Let's go see what good old U.S. Steel is doing out here. So U.S. Steel, yeah, it's still pumping. You're up 55 cents. You're trading $15.61. Let's go to Southern Copper. This is the largest copper company in the world. You're at $60 right now. Now, this has doubled. Yeah, well, just about doubled. Yeah, $35 you were at 5 months ago. Now, watch this. This is what's really cool about this stock. And this is why my take is that copper is going a lot higher, meaning another $1 higher. This just broke out all-time highs. All-time highs is $57. We're at $60.27. We go HG. Let's go into this active copper contract. You're going to see it trading at $3.49. And this has been on a tear in an extraordinary way. And I don't expect this thing to stop. I mean, the bottom line, we were at $252. What is that, 6 months ago? You're at $3.49. We take a look at this. The all-time high, I think, is $4.54. And it looks to me like $4.54 is on the agenda and maybe higher. You pull this back, and what you're going to see, this thing has a clear shot at it, man. We just broke a consolidation that was a 9-year consolidation from 2011. Well, it's not. Yeah, it was consolidated. It was a monster consolidation. But this is a decisive break. This is saying 464 is coming at us, and that's going to be all about, folks, the good old U.S. dollar. The lower the dollar goes, and what's intriguing here, now we're down 231 ticks. What has been happening the last couple of days, too, is that as our markets are closing, they're selling that U.S. dollar pretty quickly. Dow Industrial's up 58, NASDAQ down 4, S&P's up 7.5. We'll come right back.
back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go take a look at Mosaic. Low for the year is 650. The high is 23. This is a potash stock, folks. I see the setup. Okay, so you get a nice run up here. You get high volume. You're pulling back with light volume. Let me see where we're at here. Yeah, you get action here, man. This is now this is another indication. Actually, this is an ABC up. No, it's not an ABC up because you come down too hard. Yeah, this has action, man. This looks to me like a next run. That's something I got to look at. The next run could be like $10, man. Yeah, so there's real action there. Folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you are going to see right under featured content, Mr. Larry Pesavento. Larry, next Wednesday, is going to be doing a live trading webinar. So he trades live 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a great setup if you want to really understand pattern recognition. Bottom line, the whole day is only $295. What you get with that, by the way, folks, is that you get Larry's newsletter for a full month, which is a $97 value. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Any of you folks that had gone to one of Larry's, he's done a couple of them this year. Bottom line, you will be getting a link to come into that workshop for free. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. You get down to right at featured content. You're going to see our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento. He's going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning, go to 2 in the afternoon. And, of course, most of us listen to Larry every day. Bottom line, there's nothing like Fibonacci, contraction, expansion theory, and pattern recognition. And that's what you're going to be doing, and that's what we're going to be trading off. Dow Industrials up 25, NASDAQ down 12, S&P's up 3. You get a flat market, basically. Flat right across the sides. Volume anemic in a huge way. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it. Take ownership of it and fly with it. Everything you need, folks, is right here. Grab it and have a blast with it. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning. Tommy kicks us off, 8:30 in the morning. Great show. Please tell your friends about TFNN. Tell them to go to YouTube and subscribe.